station. But don't forget to watch us. We are on SuperTalk TV. You can find us there on your computer or your mobile device. And if you're in the Meridian area, then come find us at the Temple Theater, because we are here live from the historic stages of the Temple Theater for the 71st annual Jimmie Rodgers Festival. That is thanks to First Mississippi Federal Credit Union. You can go to jimmierogers.com for more information and get your tickets. But sadly, our next guest that's up with us, you can't get tickets to see him and his band tonight because it is sold out, Drew. But we got Drew.
Sorry.
He's the guitarist for the Red Clay Strays. They are performing tonight on the historic stage at 9 p.m. And I say that, but hey, that's a good problem to have.
Yeah, it's always a good problem to have.
It's always a good problem to have. But are you guys? So this is your first time? Is this your first time to Mississippi?
Actually, no. We've played here a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
We've never played here in Meridian, but I actually went to school in Jackson for 2 years.
Okay,
so
where'd you go?
Went to Mississippi College.
All right. So you got a little bit of Mississippi roots, so we will definitely just claim you and call you one of our own. So you're basically a local, Drew.
I guess so, yeah.
But the Red Clay Strays aren't too far away from here, so where do you guys call home?
We call home Mobile, Alabama.
Okay, so not far at all. If you were to describe the type of music that you guys play, how do you describe your band?
We call it rock and roll. It's just pretty much rock and roll with a southern twist, I think. There's a lot of influences that go into everything that we do, so it's just a big old pot of gumbo,
Who would be some of y'all's, past influences, those that are no longer with us, is the way, and then maybe current influences?
Every one of us points to Skinner. Leonard Skinner was one of the greatest bands ever, if not the greatest band. Oh man, country. I'm a big country fan, so I listen to old country music a lot, and some of the guys listen to the blues, grew up on the blues and old music. I mean, anything from like the 30s to now, we just soak it all up like a sponge,
Were you familiar with Jimmie Rodgers prior to coming to being booked for the festival?
Oh yeah, Blue Yodel, Number 9, and like all of that stuff, man. He's the OG for country music. He brought blues and folk, like Appalachian folk, over and combined it and really made country music what it is now. So.
How old are you, Drew?
30.
30. It's crazy to think that Jimmie Rodgers could have that impact on a 30-year-old guitarist, but he himself passed away at 35.
I didn't know that. I
from
knew
tuberculosis. So,
yeah.
I mean, and it's something when you think about, especially me being 40, I'm a little over the 35 mark, not much though, and you think, wow, what somebody's legacy was able to do for so many generations after, and then obviously you got 7 decades of the festival in his name here that just keeps going and sort of going strong, and you guys get the opportunity to play tonight on the theater. I know you guys were expecting to play at the Max, which would have been a great venue as well. And you guys have been doing sound checks since we got here with Good Things. What's it like in there? What's it like on the unique stage in the theater? It
feels good. It's got old wood in there and raised up stage, so it just feels good and sounds good to me. So I'm excited to play it. We're all happy with how it sounds. And it's gonna be a good night.
It's gonna be a great night with 1,600 folks, completely sold out show here at the theater for the festival. Now, will you guys get to stick around and see any more of the festival, Drew, or are you guys gonna be out and about and heading on to somewhere else?
Well, I don't know really. I know the weather's kind of bad, but I'd like to get around. But I know we have to go to College Station tomorrow and play another festival. And I heard the weather's pretty funky out there too, so I don't really.
So what's it like being part of the band when you're coming to a place? Obviously, weather with festivals plays a big part. Are y'all used to just rolling with it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what being a traveling band is literally just rolling with it. I mean, like, sometimes you'll go 8 hours away, and then it'll be, I mean, we were in Texas a couple weeks ago, and we were, I think, around Houston, and it was a big festival, and we couldn't play because it was just not safe to do it, so we had to call it, and that sucks, but, it's the safety of us and everybody around us matters more than, a rock and roll show, but it sucks having to cancel and stuff like that because you really want to service for the fans too, because they traveled a long way to see you. So
Absolutely they did, but also it's cool when you got other neat venues that you can sort of pivot and sort of come to, and that's what brings us here to Temple Theater tonight. Okay, you're the guitarist of your band, Red Clay Strays.
Yep.
What's the name? What's the behind the name? The name is interesting.
Not much. So Andy, our bass player's brother, came up with it one night just sitting on the couch, and we had just newly formed. We had just formed a new band, and we were trying to come up with different ideas. And he just came up with it out of nowhere. Really, we had come up with like Brandon Lane and the Hurricane, which is Brandon's middle name, and Dirt Leg Trio, and just different stuff. We hadn't fully formed our sound or anything yet, so it was cool. Just we
How did
we
the
just kind
band
of
meet?
settled. Well, we met. Me and Andy met at South Alabama. We worked for South Alabama's football team, and we met through a mutual friend, Brandon, and then we started a first band, and that kind of fell apart. And John came in on the end of that, and then we hired Zach for the next band. So it's just kind of a building process, I guess.
How long have y'all been traveling and touring together?
We've been traveling probably 6 years, and we played a lot of hometown shows, a lot, like as much as I could get us in front of. And
When did you first pick up a guitar, Drew?
oh man, I picked up one when I was in probably 7th grade to try to get girls, and
Did it work?
oh no, I wasn't good at it. I put it down till college, and I'd say I really started trying about 6 years ago.
So is it what kind of guitar?
I have a few. Depends on what mood I'm in, but I play a Telecaster by Phelan Guitars. It's a T model. I play a Gibson ES 339, which I just bought, which I'm very happy with, from Memphis. They shut that shop down, so it's pretty special to me. And I got a Gibson Les Paul too.
Pretty cool. Have y'all thought? I know you've already thought about your playlist for tonight. I didn't mean it that way. But did you use like Jimmie Rodgers, or what helped influence what playlist you guys will do tonight for the festival?
No, we just kind of do our own thing when it comes to set lists. We change it up every now and then, so we don't get jaded on stage. Jimmie Rodgers is always on the mind because country music. There's that yodel that he did and came up with yodelay, yodelay, yodelay. Like half of us use that 10 times throughout the whole set. It just works. It's a weird thing.
Someone is thank you for not asking me to join in with you, but you did it well. So if someone is thinking, oh man, I've never heard of the Red Clay Strays, or maybe they're interested in hearing your sound, like where can people go to sort of get to know you guys? If they obviously can't come tonight to Temple Theater because, again, sold out. Or maybe they are listening and they are coming and they're getting excited. But if you missed out on tonight.
Oh, man, you can go to our website and buy some tickets. Hopefully they'll stick around. They've been selling out a lot lately, which has been a good problem. But also you can Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, just all that good stuff.
Is it still cool? Well, I know it's always cool when you have sold-out shows. That'll never get old. But being still kind of a new band and still new into the festival sort of scene, does it still give you the butterflies to know that it's a sold-out show? Or do you ever get, like, stage fright? I'm going to say stage fright because people don't like those sort of terminologies, but the butterflies.
I got stage fright every time I get up there.
Okay.
I think I've honed it in a little bit, though.
Do y'all have any fun, like pre-show rituals or anything you do as a band that's family-friendly that you can share with us on Good Things?
Family-friendly.
Well, you never know with rock and roll bands.
No, not really. We just, we kind of get in our own zones, and we're always hanging out, so it's we don't really,
Yeah.
we just get on stage and play, really. It's not much to it.
You say that, though, but for the person sitting out there going, man, that look, they make it look easy, but it's a lot harder than it looks.
Well, it's easy to play with these guys. I mean, we've been playing together for years, and we've been tight for a long time. We used to play 4-hour shows 3 or 4 days a week, so it's just...
How long will your set be tonight if y'all are the headliner at 9 p.m.?
Maybe 2 hours, maybe 90 minutes. Somewhere in between there, and just kind of feel it out.
Will it be up on your feet, dancing, also sitting down, taking a break for us old fogies? Like, is it a little bit of mixture of mosh pit? Any of that? I'm just thinking. I don't think there's room for it here at the Temple Theater.
Yeah, we actually mosh pit every show.
Do you really?
No,
okay. No. I was like, I didn't get that feel, but okay.
Mosh pits freak me out.
You're not diving off into it? No. Just trusting strangers to catch you, Drew?
We got, like, a cool thing, like, we'll play some up-tempo stuff and really get everybody going, and then just kind of ease back and just let everybody listen. We got some sad songs and we got some up-tempo songs, so it's really just hopefully you get the whole thing,
Well, they won't get it here tonight unless you've already got tickets to the Temple Theater, but that's Drew with the Red Clay Strays. You can find them online. But still, come out and support the Jimmie Rodgers Festival. You got plenty to do between now and Sunday as they wrap up with their brunch. Go to Jimmie Rodgers Music Festival or jimmierodgers.com for more information. But don't go anywhere. We got more for you coming up next.